Hello, and I think we're live. Welcome to this webinar from Smoothcomp. We will show you our latest project that we built support for team events. And we're very happy to show you this during this webinar for about an hour. The Teams project has been huge for us. We also built support for the popular Quintet format. Smoothcomp is the world's biggest combat sports software in the world. Obviously. And we started our journey in 2015 with a goal to bring the best solution for organizers, for athletes, for coaches and spectators. And we've come a long way and we're not done yet. We will improve the platform over the years and we love your feedback. My name is Rickard Carneborn. I will be your host today together with the rest of my team. Martin Johnson, our CEO, is waiting in the jungle for us. And then our CTO, Martin Varghult, is behind the keyboard. He's very fast at the keyboard. So he will answer any questions you might have. I brought my coffee. This is actually an electric coffee mug that will have my coffee warm for about an hour. So I suggest that you do the same. Bring some coffee and then sit down and then join us for this hour. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments and we will try to answer them during the webinar, but also at the end we will have a short Q&A. We also announced before this webinar that organizers had a chance to win credits. In order to enter this lottery, you had to follow us on Instagram and then write a short testimonial on how Smoothcomp helps you in your business. And we received a lot of love. Thank you very much for all the nice comments. And at the end of the webinar, so make sure to stick around to the end, we will announce 3 winners that gets 200 credits each. So with that intro, it's time to bring in Martin Johnson. So I say hello, Martin.
Hi guys, nice to see you.
How are you? How are you, man?
I'm fine. I'm excited to show the project now, and yeah, we've been preparing for this some time now, so hopefully it will make some sense.
Yeah, hopefully. If you see this, please write something in the comments so we know that the comments are working. I see that German top team is here, and he says, I'm excited about this webinar. So yeah, so are we. Very excited to show you this. It's been a big project for us. It's been going on for many months. So very happy to show you this. Would you mind telling us, Martin, because you've been in charge of this project together with our developers, why did we decide to build support for team events?
Well, basically it comes from request from the community. So we have a bunch of organizers. Abu Dhabi Jiu-Jitsu Federation and AJP is running team events and need support for it. We see it as something that has been going on for years, and we have always felt the need for it, but it didn't have a good practical solution. So, but it's becoming more and more popular, and we now know that judo is bringing team events to the Olympics, and we feel that this might be something that we'll see a lot over events worldwide moving forward.
Yeah, especially now with the pandemic, we've seen a lot of organizers kind of limiting the amount of athletes and then instead going for team events, right?
Yeah, that's true. And we also see the super fight events like Polaris do the team versus team, and Quintet from Japan, team versus team. It's really good entertainment, and I think it can really help make grappling a spectator-friendly sport in a way that differs from the individual matches alone. So like if you follow your favorite fighter and they lose on a normal fight, then your day is kind of messed up. But if you follow a team, then you can have this back and forth motion in a better way. So I can see why the super fight format works really well with teams.
Yeah. Let's bring in Martin as well. Are you there, Martin? Yeah, there he is. This is Martin Variult, our CTO, and he will answer any questions you might have in the comments. And we
don't hesitate.
No, exactly. The team projects, Martin, it's been quite a challenge for our developers since being such a big project. Can you tell us a little bit about the project and how it has affected the platform?
Yeah, it's quite a big step actually, data-wise. It's a whole new layer in the database to manage teams where you can assign multiple players and attach them to a team, and then of course compete as a team. It has involved all the profiles, all the brackets, registrations. I don't know a single view that it haven't touched. So literally a whole platform.
And by doing so, we also had the chance to go over things because we've been doing, Smoothcomp has been around for 5 years now, almost, 5 years. So of course, some things need to be refactored and we kind of built them once over again.
Yeah, correct. So that it's been a nice project. Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. I see people are starting to join in here. We have Chris Hemstock, all good, looking forward to this. And then also greetings from Team Zero Jiu-Jitsu. All right, I think we're ready to dive in, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you the chance, Martin, to share your screen, and then you can take us through the how to set everything up and also how the brackets work. So you share your screen here like this.
Yeah. So I'll start with an overview of how it looks, how it works. So what you're looking at here is a classical single elimination bracket with a final match, and you have 2 semifinals, and this is a match for third prize. So this is one of the most normal brackets you can see. But the difference here is that the fights of the bracket is between 2 teams, Team Street Fighters and Team Old School. So that's a new step on the platform that you haven't really seen before. So now you can see team versus team. And normally you would have a link that says go to scoreboard, but in this case you will go to the team match when you have a team match situation. So if I click here, I will end up in a team match. In this case, you will see the 2 teams and their participants. So here is Old School, is Chuck and Bruce, versus Street Fighter, which is Harley and Beatrix.
That's
actual
some epic
team match,
athletes.
It is. It always is on Smoothcomp. Every athlete on Smoothcomp is epic.
Yeah.
So the team match is actually 2 individual matches, and they are named B5. Here is the scoreboard link. And it's named B6. At the bottom, you will have a table that summarizes the score, the outcome. And these summaries adhere to the same tables as round robin does. So if you have a win for submission gives 3 points, a win by points give 1 point. That will it will listen to that setting in this bracket. So if Harley beats Chuck by submission, she will get 3 points. If Bruce beats Beatrix via points, it will be 1 point. So just to demonstrate, I'll just score this match. Endgame, Bruce wins by points. And then I'll go back and you will see here is the point win, but the table was actually set to 3 points for the point win. So never mind what I just said about the setting. And then we can have a submission win, or this is actually karate or judo maybe. Flip on, and we will go back to the bracket. And the table will be updated here. So the setting of the table was kind of off here. Messes with my presentation, but I think you get it. So
what we can summarize is to say that you can choose between having either winning by normal points like for each fight, or the table or the organizer can set up different types of match points?
Exactly. So a win can always give 1 point, or you can have settings that differentiate the points depending on how you win. So when this match is over, we can go back to the bracket, and you will see the team moving forward to final this way. And this will work with the following brackets. So I'll just show you real quick. If I go to change type now, these are the available brackets that we offer with the team event. So far, what is excluded here is basically the kata bracket and the bracket that is called placement bracket, which
I'd like to address that because I know Chris, you're listening and you asked this in our comments. Looking forward to have the team support for the kata bracket. During this, when we planned this, we had to make some kind of prioritizing a little bit, and unfortunately, the kata bracket was very kind of it was a lot of details
from the other brackets.
It's very different.
It's basically, what we built is the team bracket for the individuals that meet each other. In kata, you have a performance on your own, which makes the setup different, which made us wait with that. So anything that is opponent versus opponent is supported here. Besides, we have a bracket called Wrestle Back, which is a beta bracket, which is not included yet. But you can do single elimination, you can do double elimination with all these variations, you can do the round robin, all these variations, the 3-player comeback, which is IBF style, or the shortcut winner version, best out of 3 matches, and the multi-stages, which are much more complex, of course. But all these are supported with the...
And maybe we should say that this doesn't mean that we will not be able to build a support for a kata bracket, but it's just not there yet. But this is an evolving project, so we will continue to add features to it.
Yes. So if I will go back to show you one more time, we have 2 types of team matches. I showed you the one which is player versus player. So you have player A from one team facing player A from the other team, and then player B versus player B. But we have also support for winner stays on, made popular by Quintet from Japan, Sakuraba's event, where you have the team lineup. You have the force versus old school in this case. And this is a bracket that is already ran out, so you can see how it looks. So if we have Yoda winning the first match, Yoda stays on the mat. He fights the next opponent. So Rocky is out. Then Ivan Drago steps on the mat. He's out as well. And then when Yoda faces Bruce Lee wins. Bruce Lee is on the mat. Now Bruce Lee faces Luke Skywalker. Depending on who wins this match, we will know who stays on the mat. And then if you scroll down, you will see the remaining team members of each team. So the team on the left, they have 2 players left. The team on the right has 1 player left. So this bracket will go on until the list is empty down here, until every opponent is beaten from the other team. And it could be that Yoda could have won all the matches and the rest of the team was just resting. So that's one possible outcome. I don't know, the viewers, if you are familiar with the Quintet since before, or the winner stays on, but it's a very nice addition, and we built a good... Of course, we integrated this with the scheduler, and here's kind of complex because you can't know how many matches a team match in winner stays on will have before. So we have calculated an estimation which we might adjust moving forward. But so far, the scheduler will assume so many matches will be included to be able to calculate the realistic schedule for you when you plan your event. So, yeah, we think it's well prepared. So I thought, now I've shown the two variations of the team match, and you all know that it will support all the bracket variations. I thought I'd just go over and see what a team really is. So if I were to register for a team event, you will see directly how it looks. So you will have your academy, the Miyagi Dojo, which is just as normal. Everyone is representing an academy. And then when you have a team event that you sign up for, you will be asked to represent a team down here. This here could be players from different academies. It could also be that everyone is from the same academy, but they are making a team locally for this event. So it will not be the same as an academy. It won't be Atos Gym, and everyone from Atos is one team, but they will need to create a team to participate with in this event. So here we will choose Street Fighters, and then he will be Miyagi Dojo as his academy, but then this new entity called Street Fighters, we call it Team. If you can't find your competition team, there is a setting that's activated on this event where you let your participant create the competition team themselves. Create your competition team. So the team and the academy is different. That's more or less what I wanted to make clear.
Mm.
If we go back, I'll just need to switch my profile. Okay, so in the registrations view, once you have a team event set up, it will look a little bit different when you get in your registrations. With a familiar eye, you will see that the normal view, I'll just clear my filter, I believe, or is this only
no,
teams?
this is just, there's only teams in this event.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just make a talk through. Do you remember, this is normally blue, this banner. Now, since this is a team group, it has a black board on the top. It has a small label, says Edit Team Match Lineup. And you've seen behind the name of Johnny Lawrence on this side here, you can now see that he is part of Best of the Best, which is the team. Then the normal academy affiliation is on the right side here. So this is how it looks once you got registrations in place, and now we will see how do you set this up. Well, you go to your entries, and the settings page of the entries here will have a setting that says team competition. When the team competition is activated, then if this is your first time running the event, your organizer menu, which you reach here, organizer menu, will have a new button here called competition teams. This is only activated if you have an event where the entry is set to team events. Now you can access the team event. And here you see the available teams on all my events. This will be for any event that I run. They will pop up in the drop-down menu. I can choose to inactivate them from this pop-up menu, so I don't, if I get a duplicate or I know this team will never compete again, I can activate or inactivate. When I look at it, I can filter for active or inactive academies. I can choose to let my customers create their own teams, or that I want to create all the teams myself. This is depending on how much control you want to have and how much work you want to, you don't want to have. So if you want this to be self-serving, then you activate the allow customers, and a team, anyone can enter a team, but unless they pay for the registration, the team will pop up as inactivated. As soon as they pay for a first registration, it will pop up as active. And now the other students can choose the same. So let's see. Yeah, how to create. This is, of course, before you receive any registrations, you must fix the two things that I showed you now. Activate the team setting on the entry, and then make some teams available, or let your customers create the teams in the checkout. And this is, help me, Mikael. Is it Final Fight?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. So everything is created. I'll just delete one here. Well, that's the Quintet. I'll delete this one. So if the bracket has a black board and you have this, that everyone has a team, you can now create a bracket which will be a team bracket. You get the choice that I showed you before, what kind of bracket, like the main bracket, you want to set up. Well, I'll just go for single elimination, and I'll go for bronze match. When you come to the next step, this is just the same as you are used to. You will put it at a mat. You will check the seed. I don't believe this is important.
We're actually going to remove
bracket.
that. So.
Yeah, this is the seed separation will not have any effect since we are making the team base. Anyway, here is an important question. The team-based bracket asks, how big will the team size be? Like, do you have 5 players versus 5 players? Then you should put 5 here, or 2 versus 2, or whatever. You can have more registrations or even less registration in each team out here. If you have less than 5, then you will lose. Let's say you have 3 players from one team registering for a match with 5, then the last 2 matches will be lost via walkover. If you have more, if you have 7 registered players, then you will have 2 reserves that you can shift into the team as you please. So that's about team size. Then you get the question, is it a one-on-one team match or is it a winner stays on? I already showed that before, but one-on-one is player A versus player A from each team, player B versus player B. The Quintet, the winner stays on. If Yoda wins, Yoda goes next. If Yoda loses, the other opponent goes next. So that's the Quintet style. And then you will recognize the rest. It's rounds per match, the time in the scoreboard is just the same. You choose what scoreboard you want to have, and then you create your bracket. And let's see how that looks. In this case, it was only 2 teams that plays against each other. So we have a direct final. Looks like this. The Force versus Old School. Go to the team match. In this case, I think there was 4 versus 4, actually. It is. So now the 5th match will be removed completely. I asked for 5 matches, but it's 4 versus 4. So there's no point in displaying the 5th match. And here's the same. I'll just check my notes.
I'll jump in between.
Yep.
If you haven't seen this, when Martin created the brackets, we're actually doing this as a background job now. And this might be new if you haven't used Smoothcomp for a while. You're used to that we kind of do the brackets immediately, but now we move this process to a background job, and then the server takes care of the creating of the brackets. You can actually continue doing other things while brackets are created. This is a much safer way to do it, and we're very happy that we spent the time doing this. So if you're wondering what's going on, the brackets are created. You will get a notification to the left first, like a green bar saying that brackets have been created, and then you can visit them.
Perfect. I'll show you one thing now. So one thing that is very flexible with the teams match is we realize if you have multiple team matches, you will have players that get injured, players that are tired. The team will say, switch this player versus this. We want to change the order. We want to do this. We want to do that. So we built support for it dynamically during the match. So you go to, if you want to change the order, you have edit seed on the top. If you click that, now you can drag and drop the players in the team match. So say, okay, Yoda, you're going to go before Jabba. Or Luke, you'll take the match instead. So this can be saved without resetting the first fight up here. So the results stay the same. And now we have switched the order of who steps on the mat next. It's the same for Quintet and player versus player. It doesn't matter. You can still rearrange the draw as you see fit. So it's actually very flexible. I don't know if you ever would need this, but you can actually even change here and give him the result instead if you made some kind of mess up or forgot to change it. You were stressed out. It said Darth, but Luke stepped on the mat. You can still actually score the match and then flip this afterwards, and the result will move to Luke's profile.
This opens up for a lot of possibilities. It's like, I don't want to have a loss against this guy. Then you can actually switch it afterwards. Don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. So it's very flexible, and so this can all be done on the fly during the event. And like you have done team events in your in Nacka, Rickard, in your hometown, and I was there ringside, and it's always a bit stressed out. The whole team are coming, and the captain says, "Oh, let's go here, let's go there." No, she's injured, she can't stop, and you know. So that we have put a lot of love in the flexibility of the system to be able to help the organizer in this kind of chaotic situation that might happen. You have most likely have two entire teams by the mat side and stepping on and off the mats after each other. So the bracket or the team match here is very flexible to help you.
Yeah, team events are awesome, and let's talk a little bit about that when you have done finishing, showing all the features. If you have experience about team events, if you're watching this, give us your thoughts in the comments. Are you gonna do team events after seeing this? Let us know in the comments, or if you have any questions regarding what Martin has been showing, let us know, and we will try to address them. Do you want to show something more about?
Yeah, I have a few things more. Yeah, so if there was to be an equal score at the bottom here, that might be a problem. So since that, the system in the bracket settings, here, brackets, you can set match points. That's what I said first. That failed me a little bit. I can give a win by points, 3 points. I can give a win by submission, 4 points, or all possible win way that we have in the system can be any type of point here. So that will affect the table. If you set this up good, hopefully there be a lesser possibility of an equal score. But of course, everything can always become equal. We know that from this type of table games or table brackets. So we have tiebreakers. So the tiebreakers is for the whole event. It will be on your round robins, it will be on your best out of 3 matches, it will be on your team matches as well. So it will count what team has the most amount of submission, what team has the highest sum of score in winning matches. If there is a head-to-head situation where team A won over team B, but then you have a 3-player beating in a circle, and a situation where a head-to-head might help you, it will. And you have the same. I think this is for anyone who has used Smoothcomp before, you know this settings. And just to show you that running team events, it will listen to the same settings over here. Quintet, we already did that. Did I miss anything, Rickard?
No, I think you covered.
Yeah, I missed one thing.
All right.
So let's say you are planning your event ahead of time and you know how it will play out. Maybe in the registrations phase, your team from this high school sends in their list and they say, this will be our first player, this will be our second player, this will be our third player, and the rules state that this must be clear and published before. Then we have a planning tool for that. There's a link up here, edit team match lineup, and you will reach a different menu which looks like this. So it says that for Team the Force, Yoda is first to step on the mat. Jabba the Hutt is second, Darth is third, and Luke is fourth. It's for all matches of the event. It's from round 1 to 99. When we say round in this case, we call it round because we don't know if you are setting up a round robin or if you're setting up a single elimination or double elimination or whatever. So a round is simply the first time the team competes. Round 1, this order is set. But then maybe the rule set or some reason you want to change this the second time the team steps on the mat. Then you have the possibility to put Yoda as fourth, Jabba, Luke, like this, add another round, and then you put Jabba at the bottom, and you will see that you can have different setups. So this is actually planning the event before. Maybe Yoda, it's logical really, like if Yoda is always first, he will be very tired because he competes every time, and Luke might not...
Wait a minute. Yoda is never tired?
Okay. If there was another player, he might be tired of
instead of Yoda,
or nervous or whatever. So the team might want to have some sharing on who is stepping on the mat first. Then this is a tool where you can plan this ahead. So you can just simply save, and then you flip to another team and you plan their rounds. So you can plan. This is completely optional. But when you make the bracket, and you have several teams here, this is the first round. The next match, best of the best, might go to the final. They might go to the match of third prize. Then this match is the second round. I hope you get that. So first round, second round. And this tool to plan how they compete might not be necessary depending on how you run your events. It might be completely optional, but from the start, this will randomize in place. So it might be good to plan ahead. So the team says, this is our first player, this is our second. Then you have the tool from the registrations list to set that up. You can even plan it before you make the bracket. So you can do it well in advance. You can do it like a week before the event, even if you haven't done the bracket. So it's a good tool for planning. And I believe many events will just have one order and do round 1 to 99, all the same. But the possibility is there to plan ahead how detailed you want it to be. But it might be just might be the same team setup for all their rounds, and then it will look like this. I think
that's
that was
awesome, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Really, really good. We get some comments here. I know Martin is answering them as well, but let's address some of the things that's been written in the comments. Chris says, as Rickard has already mentioned, we really like the team event available for the kata brackets too. But then he also says, however, the brackets you're explaining today will work for our team kickboxing events. So that's really exciting. We just need our national C19 restrictions to be lifted. Yeah, I understand that. And then also we got a question from Dimitri. He says, I'm interested in old school IBJJF team style events, teams going against each other in one weight division across belts or competed in one weight division in the same belt.
Yes.
Is that supported?
Yeah, that's completely supported. It would be the normal team versus team match. So basically you will create an entry that says team event, blue belts 77 or whatever. Then players will register there and they will choose their team that they will be a part of that I showed in the start, and they will end up in the list like that. So you can definitely do the old school IBF team style events.
He also adds, winner is determined by cumulative points based on victories. Yes.
Yeah. And
That's
then you
what
will
we've
set up winning points. It will be any win gives 1 point, and then it will be matching that table.
Yeah. Thank you, he says. So great. Also, Chris asks, can we set up a test event to try this out? Yeah, sure. We have our demo.smoothcomp.com. I hope all you organizers have an account there. It's very important that you have a demo account and that you use it and practice and test the new features and also educate your team. And we will prepare a demo event and make sure that everybody that wants can try it out. So yeah, sure. We will make sure that you can test everything out before you go live.
Also, you don't even need to wait for us to do that, because Rickard has written 2 very well thought out help articles that covers all this, as well as you can rewatch this video, and then you can set up team events on your own, on your own demo account directly. You can just start. There's no stopping you.
Yeah. So if you already have access to the demo, just go for it. We actually have organizers that already has started to use this, right, Martin?
Yeah, we have a organization called New Way running Quintet events last weekend, I believe. I haven't really seen the outcome of it yet, but yeah. So it's a big part of their circuit.
Yeah, they're doing wrestling and jiu-jitsu events and focusing on the Quintet format. So it's really good to have a partner like that can test it out, and we look forward to hear more from the community when you start using it.
And UAE Jiu-Jitsu Federation and AJP, former Abu Dhabi, they run large team events, but they are also kind of hampered by the COVID situation, of course. But they plan to run team versus team, where the first players that step on the mat is the minus 56 guys. Then the next one is the 65 guys, and the 77 guys, and the 88 guys. Sorry for missing the weights, but you get the idea. And then they will need the planning tool for sure, because they need to put the 56 versus the 56 in the first match, and then the next one and the next one. So that's a big thing that they are launching in Abu Dhabi, a big focus, and they will have it kind of like a season over time. And that looks really exciting. I think it's really engaging for the public to follow your home academy perform like that.
Let's talk a little bit about our experience, but before that, I'd like to share my screen because we're going to have the first chance to win 200 credits. So I've shared my screen here, and then we actually have 8 contestants here. You can see them to the right here. We have people organizations that have followed us on Instagram and also written a short testimonial. We have Naga, German Top Team, Intelligent BJJ, Swedish Submission Wrestling Federation, NMAC, Ukraine BJJ, DCJJ Academy, and then Zero Jiu-Jitsu. So I will spin the wheel and let's see who takes home 200 credits. Ta-da! And yeah, that was close. But the winner is DCJJ Academy. So I will remove them now from the list. And we still have 2 more winners, but we will wait with that. And then I'll switch over here again. So 2 more winners to go. I have run team events because that's how we started this. We are organizers. I've been doing events for 20 years here in Stockholm, Sweden. Our events is called Nordic BJJ Open. And then Martin and his team in the western parts of Sweden are doing Swedish Open. And they've been doing that for 13 years. So
we missed the 15th years because of COVID. So we were going to run the 15th in November, but it was canceled, of course, or postponed.
Yeah. So, and I did team events in my last before COVID, and it was awesome. It was so much fun. It was without Smoothcomp though, so it was kind of stressful. We did it kind of like, we used Smoothcomp for the scoreboards, and we kind of had a workaround, but that was when the idea kind of really cemented that we need support for this, of course. But it was a lot of fun, and we both actually competed as athletes in team events. I did it the first time in the World Championships in Bologna in '94. Sweden got to the final against France. It was an awesome experience as an athlete. And I know you also, you're actually European champion, Martin, isn't that correct?
Yeah, I know I said that before, but I'm afraid it might have been silver medalist. And some of the Swedish viewers might correct me on that, so I don't want to brag falsely, but we had a great experience in Portugal in the Euros, I guess some 8 years ago or something, in a team event. And it's always like that. It's like, the registration for the team events are up, and it's kind of stressful, and you mix up a bunch of friends, and like, okay, you can go in the team, and you can come over here, and let's form a team for Sweden. And then everyone steps on the mat, and it was really good. I had my I have a good memory of my current professor teaching me a new submission in a match. That was on the sideline, calling me, saying, "Do the Ezekiel from this position." Yeah, from this position, and he showed me. That was nice. Anyway, I think actually we came in second. I lost to Bruno Bastos in my match, and I cannot believe that we beat Brazil. So I would have to correct my earlier standing.
All right. Well, at least you got a medal, and it was a fun experience, I guess. And we're really excited to have support for this in Smoothcomp now, and we really look forward to see you, the community, all the organizers all over the world, start using this if you want to. So yeah, let us know. Let us know how things go. And I should mention also that we have also, when we built support for this, also updated the streaming integration. So as you know, Smoothcomp offers a streaming solution. It's an iOS app called the Smooth Streamer that you connect to our scoreboard application, and then you can stream using an iPhone or an iPad or professional cameras, and then use OBS or vMix or any other software to broadcast your event, and then put our scoreboard as an overlay. And we have updated everything. So if you run team events, we will display the scoreboard correctly. We'll display if two fighters have entered in, let's say, minus 94 kilos, and they both fight, if they fight towards each other, we will display the weight. If you have different weights, we're not displaying the weight, right? We're only displaying the team name, I think. Help me out, Martin.
Player versus player, and they compete in different categories, you will see the differences. Yes.
Yeah. So the streaming integration is updated, which is of course exciting. So you can really use the team and then stream the event. And I look forward to see how you use that.
Just a shout out, when you plan to stream your event, there's some things you need to learn and get acquainted with. So it's a good thing to plan ahead. Don't write us an email on Thursday and say you're going to stream on Saturday. But plan this ahead. Make sure you have the setup. Make sure you have the hardware in place, the bandwidth, and everything, so that you're good to go. There are some things that we cannot help you with during the weekend if you haven't prepared properly before. There's good help articles, and you have a good video about it as well.
It's getting a little bit outdated now, but it still covers the basics on how to create. Actually, in the video, we mentioned that because that's how we started. You had to contact us, and then we had to set up everything. But now we have support for setting up your stream keys all from your Smoothcomp administration panel. So you connect your YouTube channel, or you can even stream to Smoothcomp's YouTube channel. And we have some exciting things coming up there as well that will improve the experience. But then you can set up everything, decide how many matches you're going to stream to. But as Martin said, make sure you have a proper bandwidth, you have the iOS devices so that you can stream. But teams are supported in the stream. I also would like to take this chance to talk very briefly about some of the things that we have updated during this pandemic. And if you have any questions about other things in the system, write them in the comments. Martin Varghult is answering comments, and we can also address them here in the live. As you can see here on the, let me zoom in a little bit. 2 seconds. Here we go. All right, so as you can see now, this is a demo event, but here to the right, we have now, we're helping athletes when they travel to find accommodation. So we are displaying a map that is showing hotels and Airbnb stays on this map. So if you're traveling to an event, it will be super easy for the athletes to find somewhere to stay. So that's on the first page like this, here to the right. If I go to the location and accommodation link, we're also displaying this, but here on a much larger map, of course. So as you can see, you can find accommodation near this final fight event. And you can set your budget here. And then what type of room you want and everything. And then just click on any of these links and it will take you to a place where you can book. But then also, if I were to register for this event, I will click here and then let's use myself.
Yeah, thanks.
And then I'll register for a team event. So we have some... we're repeating a little bit here so you can see how I'm actually registering for this event. And then I'll click register. I'll have to accept the terms of services. And then I'll click continue to payment. And once I'm done with the payment, then we are displaying this integration here as well on the kind of thank you page. So that's how we have... improve the way for athletes to use Smoothcomp. One more thing I'd like to address is that we have also built support for, and I'd like to have Martin Varghult help me out with this one. But as an online software, we are, of course, security is very important for us and stability. So during the pandemic, we have built our own lockdown mode. So if I can bring in Martin here,
hi guys.
Can we talk a little bit about the lockdown mode and what it does and why it's doing what it's doing?
Yeah, for sure. So on the internet, you can get attacks. It's called DDoS. So what it does is that it's collect a lot of data bot that actually tries to attack your software, and it will try to sync all the servers. So and what we have developed is a mode that's called like the lockdown mode. So what that will do, it will lock down all the connections to Smoothcomp except for you organizers. So you will not be able to reach Smoothcomp. It will deny all the requests, which will save the servers and bandwidth and everything, and save your events, of course. That's the main thing. So it will open only for organizers, so you can continue the event. The competitors, they can check their next match on your TVs in the arena. And yeah, we have never had to use it. We never used it, but it's a nice thing to have if we ever need to use it. So yeah.
And it was perfect timing. During a lockdown, we built a lockdown feature.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. While you're here, let's address this because Bradley is asking, can you use your scoreboard overlay to record if the bandwidth doesn't allow for proper streaming?
Yeah, so if you're not able to stream because of not enough bandwidth, then you are not able to record on an iPad or iPhone because the storage would not be enough. Although if you have a PC, you can run a software like OBS, for example, which stands for Open Broadcasting Software, I guess. And with that software, you can actually record the whole event, and you don't have to stream it. So you can record everything, and then when you get home, you can upload it later with our scoreboard, of course.
Yeah, that's great. And then we have another question from the Ukrainian Federation. Guys, sorry if it's out of topic of this webinar, but it would be great if you add the live stream button to the current match option, if it's possible.
Yes, we have the. Yeah, we have a live stream button on the main. I don't know if you want to display that somewhere, but in the main menu for your event, there will be a live stream button that you can reach and see from all the pages within the event. So it will be seen from if you are in the brackets view, if you're in the upcoming matches, information, it will be everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you ever try to create a live stream, we can send you a demo and you will see that you will have a really nice button that says live stream. And when you click that, you will have all your mats collected, all your streams on one page.
I'm actually going to try to display this. So hold on. If you can see my screen now, here's an event from Ukraine. And then you see that you have a live stream button here. And then I guess that was what you were saying, Martin, right?
Yeah, exactly. So even if you are at the upcoming matches, you will still see that button.
Yeah.
So you're always able to see it and visit that page.
Yeah. And
it's also very visible on. Yeah. It's also very visible on the mobile devices as well.
I was not logged in now, but if I were logged in, I would also have a really nice kind of panel where I can see all the devices. I can see what bitrate they're using. I can see what kind of audio quality I have. I can see the battery status of each device. So once you have set up everything, started streaming, we will actually collect data from all the devices you're using and then give you kind of a control panel. So, and we will also improve this panel over time, make it even easier for you to run streaming during the events.
Yeah.
All right. So, great. Awesome, Martin.
Let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, let's spin the wheel. We have two more organizers getting 200 credits each, so I'm gonna spin the wheel again.
We should connect this to some sort of Swedish Submission Wrestling Federation.
Yeah. All right. So the Swedish Submission Wrestling Federation gets 200 credits. Congratulations.
Can we connect this to some betting site?
Yeah, we should. That would be awesome. We get some comments here. Maybe you can answer them, Martin, in the private chat. Bradley says thanks. Awesome, Bradley. I think we have one more credits to give away, of course. Do you have anything else, Martin, that you'd like to mention while we're here?
No, not really. Big shout out to Alex, the programmer, who has been behind all the magic of this event. It has been hard work for him. I've been mostly pestering him with the test and the results, but it has been very time consuming, and the main goal is for this to be used. I really hope that each event organizer finds a way to have at least a small section of team matches on the events moving forward. I think this is the way to go. The big organizers are already showing the way to bring more interest to your fights, to be able to sell pay-per-views and all that. So if you're even running a small local tournament, I believe your local community will be more incentivized to watch it if they hear about, oh, it's a team event, it's that local academy versus that local academy, and they are fighting 5 versus 5. I think that's a better ticket sales option than just a standard tournament. So I really look forward to see the exposure of the new functionality.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we're getting closer to stopping the live stream here. So if you have any questions, if you have questions in general about Smoothcomp, you can also ask them here. If we find it interesting for everyone, we can address it here in the live stream. Otherwise, always go to support.smoothcomp.com to find our knowledge base articles and also tutorials where you can learn more about the system. All right, let's spin the wheel again and give away 200 credits more. Naga, German top team, Intelligent BJJ, NMAC, Ukraine, and Zero Jiu-Jitsu is still in the mix. Oh, that was close. All right, Zero Jitsu. You have received 200 credits. We will add these credits to your organizer account, so you will see like a note from us that says that we added the 200 credits. That should happen pretty soon. All right, let's end with this. Martin, do you have anything else? It's so confusing when you guys both name Martin, but...
Are you talking about me?
No.
Okay, you were talking about it.
The Wolf. Do you want to say something before we end? I think you muted your sound now.
You muted.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Protecting.
No, I don't have anything to add.
All right. Chris Hemstock says, haha, that's why I don't gamble. Yeah, maybe better to stay away from that, but this was a pretty low-risk gamble. Thank you very much for the testimonials. We, as we said, we will maybe use them in our promotion on the webpage and etc. We received a lot of nice words, and it makes us really happy to hear that you are enjoying it, our platform, that it actually changed the way you can do business. And yeah, we're here to stay, and we have just got started. So we have a lot of more things, cool things coming up. All right, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please follow us on YouTube to get more updates when we post tutorials and stuff like that. And then if there's anything that you need help with, just send us an email. All right, we get some more love. Thank you guys. Great job as usual. Thank you very much. All right, we'll stick around for a couple of seconds, and then we're gonna end the live stream. All right, thanks everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.